Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with another airline pilot vlog. We're here in Memphis, hot. It's like 36 degrees Celsius, so that's like 90 something Fahrenheit humidity. Sweating already. But we're about to board the crew bus, head out to our gate, and we got a, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, 5-day trip. I'll cut it down to 4 days though, because it ends with a back end deadhead. We'll get into that. First leg though, first and only leg of the day, we're going Memphis to Bradley, Hartford, Connecticut. It's Saturday. We're about 2 hours late. Well, not us, but the plane leaving. So we're just about to head out to the airplane, get it all set. As always, if you'd like to join me, let's go fly. Beautiful people from the ramp in Memphis, free flight in the 767. Like I said earlier, it is hot as heck out here. So I actually traded into this trip. I was supposed to go somewhere else, but long story short, I'm headed to Bradley, Connecticut for the first leg. I got a 50-hour layover in Hartford, and tomorrow is Father's Day. So I'm gonna go rent a car out of my own bank. Unfortunately, I can't use my travel bank for that, and go surprise my dad. So he doesn't know I'm coming home. None of my parents know I'm coming home. So gonna fly to Bradley tonight, rent a car, drive to the city, and then tomorrow's a family barbecue. He thinks I'm gonna be in like Oakland, California, I think, this weekend. So I was able to swap out some trips, and hopefully it's a good surprise. So let's go fly to Bradley and surprise him for Father's Day. We're departing off of 18 left today. There's our departure runway for the Goats 7, whatever, however you say it. Points are ribs, Heiner, warts, Doug, goats, and Diab. And there's the speed note, which is kind of not pertinent for the 767. Accelerate to 250, reaching 10,000. Maintain 250 knots or greater. If unable, advise ATC. Well, we're always going to do that below 10,000 feet anyway. So, again, this is a departure not just for big, heavy jets. It's for small planes as well. So you got to advise them if you can't. We obviously can. So, total distance to Bradley, 983 feet. 983 miles to Bradley, not feet. Let's go surprise Dad. One of the systems in the 767 is our auto brake system. So we have auto brakes, meaning you don't actually have to hit the brakes in order for the airplane to stop. It does it automatically when these are selected. So we have off, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and max. It's basically how hard they grip. And then for takeoff, we have an even more quote unquote powerful braking, which is RTO, rejected takeoff. So basically we have these set up so that if we were to have to stop on the runway on takeoff, it's set to RTO, so the airplane would automatically do its most forceful braking to stop the airplane before it obviously, ran off the end of the runway. That wouldn't be any good. So we use 1 through max auto for landing. I would say 80% of the time we're using brakes 3, and then RTO is for takeoff only, for rejected takeoff. Well, folks, we made it to BDL Hartford, landed runway 6, all good. And then I just rushed over to the rental car place to rent a car. So like I said, I'm driving back to New York City for my 50-hour layover to surprise my dad tomorrow for Father's Day. We're gonna do a barbecue at my sister's brother-in-law's, so that should be fun. But on my drive home, starving, I said, I gotta check out Colony Grill Pizza. I've had Pepe's in New Haven, not that great, honestly. I'm a pizza snob. New York City, New Jersey, I think has the best pizza. But Colony, I heard, has these amazing bar pies, which is my kind of like personal favorite. So we're stopping at Colony for a little bathroom break, and then also gonna grab a plain pie to go. Review coming on their car ride home. Well, folks, that did not go as planned. Yesterday, I woke up to surprise my dad for Father's Day. I was able to do that, but then disaster struck. I got absolutely crushed by food poisoning, a 24-hour bug. Not exactly sure what it was. I'll spare you the details, but it was no fun. And unfortunately, I had to call out sick for work. So I had that 50-hour layover in Hartford, supposed to be driving up there tonight to operate to Indy. But I called the company, explained the situation, just told them, look, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be feeling better tomorrow. So I gave them plenty of time, about 24 hours notice. So I ended up, I looked on the pairing. They got a reserve pilot from Indianapolis to deadhead out to Bradley. That person will operate to Indy tonight. And then they got another reserve to finish out the trip. So I texted the captain, told him sorry, but I won't be there. He's obviously disappointed. His favorite first officer is no longer on the trip. But pleased to say I'm feeling a little bit better, which is great. I still have my rental car for like the next couple hours. So I decided I'm actually gonna head out to get my medical certificate done. So since the portion of flying is gonna be done on this vlog, because I called out sick and they take me off the trip, I figured a lot of people ask me questions all the time about getting a medical certificate. So for those of you who don't know, every year, every pilot has to get a special FAA medical certificate done by a special like flight doctor. So my doctor's out near JFK. I got the car, I don't have to take a train out, luckily. Gonna go there for my appointment. I get a first class medical. Since I'm under the age of 35, I don't have to get an EKG. And since I'm under the age of 40, I have to get my medical once a year, not every 6 months. So I'm not sure how much they're gonna allow me to film in there. I'll ask the doctor, like, hey, can I show them this stuff? If they say yes, then I'll show you as much as I can. But otherwise, I figured bring you along with me for a airline pilot medical exam. So the first part is a urine test. So I don't think they're testing for drugs. I'm not exactly sure. I think they're testing for like some sort of protein or something like that. So I just did that. And then the eye test, the hearing test, and the colorblind test is like the third thing they do. So did all that. I think I passed. Now I'm just outside waiting for the doctor. Not exactly sure if he'll let me film in there, but we'll ask him some questions, see if he lets us do it. But I go to a doctor in JFK, so I took the rental car here, and great service here. Absolutely freaking love coming to this guy. Super polite, professional, on time. Can't ask for much more. All right, folks, another year down in the books, past my medical. We're all good. We're safe and healthy to go flying. It's got my first class medical certificate. Every pilot, not just airline pilot, but every pilot needs a medical certificate. Mine is first class because I'm first class, people. No, I'm an airline pilot, so every airline pilot needs first class. Every pilot needs at least a third or second class. There's 3 classes, but I passed. You just have your basic information on there, the doctor, and then all this stuff. So I have to carry this on me every time I go flying. And like I was saying earlier, every pilot carries one on them at all times. For an airline pilot, we need it every 6 months if you're under the age of 35. Once you turn 40, you need one every 6 months. And then you need to get an EKG once you turn 35, once every other year, I think. I haven't got my EKG yet because, well, I'm not 35, but easy peasy, all said and done. Like I said, love going to that doctor. We didn't film anything in the office because we were just kind of talking a little bit about flying and life, but all done, good for another year. So I'm all the way back at JFK in the doctor's office because I forgot my freaking wallet, so miserable. Fingers crossed we find it. Let's go, folks, let's go. I left it in the eye appointment room. Stupid. Literally drove JFK, Manhattan, which is about an hour and a half with the miserable traffic, and then had to drive all the way back here another hour and a half. But Nothing worse feeling than getting home and realizing you lost your wallet. But thankfully it was here. Missed my haircut because, as you can tell, I need a new haircut. So we're gonna drive back now again in the miserable traffic and make our way home. All right, we're finally back in New York. We got our haircut finally. Feeling light, feeling good, feeling fresh. And I got a day off because, like I said, my trip goes until the 23rd, something like that. So I got a few days off. Never been here before. So just bought tickets for Governor's Island Ferry. And then there's a spa on the island. So I'm gonna go check that out. Do a nice relaxing day. Got the bathing suit packed. Let's go check it out. So we made it to QCNY. It's on Governor's Island, this little island just to the south of Manhattan. Incredible views. It's like this spa, wellness center. It's absolutely beautiful. Check out this view. You got loungers and chairs. I just talked to one of the employees. He said that used to be an insane asylum. So it kind of gives like Shutter Island vibes. But then you got these like awesome pools, awesome views. They got like a bar, hot tub, sauna. It's pretty freaking sick. And then as you can see coming up, the views of downtown Manhattan are incredible. We're actually building a cold plunge area right here, I was told. 2 months until that's open. Look at that view of the island of Manhattan. Freaking unbelievable. And then, like I said, just pools and vibes as far as the eye can see. I mean, you cannot beat this view, people. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. QCNY, if you're in New York and you got a free day and you want to check it out, it's the place to be. Sunset New York City. It doesn't get much prettier than this. Look at this spot. You gotta come out and check out QCNY if you're ever in the area. Well, folks, like I said earlier, that trip did not go as planned. Can't control getting sick, I guess, but everything worked out. Like I said, I double checked that flight. It left Bradley a couple days ago, finished the trip. The captain finished it with 2 different FOs, and it is what it is. When you gotta call out sick, you gotta call out sick. You can't fly when you're ill. The company doesn't want you to, the FAA doesn't want you to, and I certainly, and you probably certainly don't want pilots flying while they're sick. So it's nice to know that those protocols are intact. Got my medical done. I got to be home a lot of extra days more than I usually am. So I got the whole weekend here in New York coming up to be off. Don't know what to do with myself. I'm so busy normally working and vlogging. Maybe I'll vlog some New York City just out and about. But yeah, I got to do some cool stuff. QCNY spa was sweet, and returned the rental car all taken care of. That's the vlog, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed. As always, comments, questions below, and let me know what you want to see more of. I'll throw it in the next vlog. Hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions. pilotpete.fly, just shoot me a follow. So otherwise I won't really see the DMs all the time. But until next time, fly safe, be safe, and I'll see you out there.